we come up with your short answer type questions. Why did Prince Siddhartha leave the palace and become a beggar? Now you know the answer. You need to frame it into the correct word limit, ensuring that the spellings and there are no spelling errors or grammatical errors. Once Prince Siddhartha, while hunting, saw a sick man, an aged man, a funeral procession, and finally a monk begging for alms. All the four you need to mention, all the four. Looking at this, he left the, looking at this, he left the palace and became a beggar to search for enlightenment. Easy enough? Next one. How did Kissa Gautami react after losing her son? Now, always remember, read your question properly. They are asking you about her reaction. How did she react? When Kissa Gautami's son dies, she goes from house to house being despondent and asking people for medicine that could bring her son back to life. The people remark that she has lost her senses because the boy is dead. No one could help her because nothing can revive the dead. So it's the reaction of Kissa Gautami when her son dies. Next one. What made Kissa Gautami learn that death was common to all? This is actually the moral of your story, the sermon at Benares. Now when Kissa's only son, that has to be an apostrophe, when Kissa's only son had died, she went to Buddha, now being plunged into deep grief. First, she went to every neighbor asking for medicine for her dead son. She had lost all her senses and forgot that no medicine could bring back the dead. Then when she went to Buddha for making her son alive, Buddha asked her to bring some mustard seeds from a house where no death had occurred. But she couldn't find such a house. Everybody was ready to give her mustard, but when Buddha had laid a condition for her. So there was not a single house where death had not occurred. So Buddha made her realize that death is inevitable. It cannot be avoided. It cannot be escaped. It comes to all. So he made her realize that death is common to all. So in the midst of adverse circumstances, we should not lament. We must bring acceptance into our life because life carries on. Now, what message might the Buddha story hold for those who are in positions of power and privileges? See, Buddha's story illustrates that death is the ultimate reality of this world. Death is inevitable, cannot be escaped. And when death comes, it doesn't look at the person, what his position is or what his fortune is. No? So the ultimate reality of this world that can't be delayed or avoided by positions of power and privilege. power, position and relatives are left behind here in this world only after death. Man goes empty-handed in the same manner as he came at the time of his birth. So the message sent by Buddha through this lesson, the story at Benares, was that death comes to all. It doesn't escape you. The rich people cannot escape death because they are rich, because they are privileged, or because they are in some position. It comes to all. So it is the acceptance. It is the acceptance to live a life as was told by Buddha. We come empty-handed and we leave empty-handed. So that is the message of the story. But then again, ensure that the word meanings, the spellings and the entire story is very clear to you. And then you must practice writing your answers. Don't just leave it to reading. You must write also. See, to acquire a language. English is a foreign language. It's not our mother tongue. So you have to speak, you have to read, and you have to write also. It's like listening, speaking, reading, writing. You must listen to English, you must speak English, and then you must read stories or newspaper, anything, any 3 to 4 pages you must read in a day. And then they even written. 1 or 2 pages could be a letter, could be an article, you must write at least twice or thrice a week, right? Now, coming to the long answer type questions, read the given quote by actor Jim Carrey. Can you relate this to Buddha's life before and after he attained enlightenment? Provide examples from the text to support your answer. I am reading out this quote for you. I think everybody should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of, so they can see that it's not the answer. Everybody must get all the wealth, must get famous, must get rich, so that they can realize that this is not the end all of everything. Now, the answer here, yes, this quote directly applies to Buddha's life. The quotation stresses that getting money and popularity should not be the only aim of a person. Prince Siddhartha was born with a silver spoon, who had not heard of money or who had ample of money. He had no dearth of money, he had lots of money. He had been living a happy married life, but one day his heart moved on seeing an old and sick man. You could mention all the 4 together at a stretch. He realized that his power and position could not buy health and happiness. He renounced his worldly life in the search for real power and peace. After getting enlightenment, he got to know the truths of life, and he decided to help people to come out of the darkness and ignorance. He explained this truth to a grieved mother by asking her to bring a handful of mustard seeds from a house where no one had died. Buddha's wisdom helped the mother to reflect upon life and accept her son's untimely death. Now again, the long answers are difficult to memorize from one end to the other, but then the key points you will keep in mind and write the long answers correctly Basically, there are just one or two main long answers, and all the other long answers are almost 80% of that very matter. So, you must have them ready with you. Thank you so much.